Ladies and gentlemen, happy hump day.
Humpity hump, humpity hump.
I feel like we've done that same beginning maybe 7 to 10 times.
We'll stop saying happy hump day because it's fucking stupid.
I'm trying to keep hump day alive. Ever since that commercial went off the air, no one says hump day anymore.
You know why?
Guess what day
study
it is?
said, I looked through the data and the analysis.
What day it is.
It's stupid.
Hump day.
Dee's a big data scientist.
Yeah, real big data guy over here.
By the way, I
even
realized
trust-
on top of data, which I don't care for, or hump day I don't care for, I realized something else I hate as much as specials.
I know what it's going to be.
What is it?
My glasses.
Well, set two things.
Nah, man, I was going to start
I
this
was going to
episode-
bring up the glasses later, but
Damn
I
it.
definitely, you went with the same motif.
No, this is the much more stylish version of the other ones. I have style, D. Get used to it.
You just look like a 70s
Style
dweeb.
icon. You know what's in right now? 70s. I'm going to go
Dweebs?
get a Tommy Hilfiger shirt.
Tommy Hilfiger wasn't even around in the 70s.
I'm going to go get...
He was.
No, but the brand wasn't.
Yeah.
well, I'm going to go get something. I don't know, but throwback's hot. I'm a fashion guy. You're not.
You should wear a floral button down and bell bottoms.
Sure.
Then that matches your motif.
I'm a style dude.
What was the Mark Wahlberg porn movie? That's what you look like.
Yeah,
you're in.
yeah. Dirk Diggler.
Yeah, but what was the name of the movie?
Dirk Diggler. What's that fucking movie?
I don't remember.
How am I so stupid? That movie, anyone?
Boogie Nights.
Boogie Nights.
yeah.
You look like you're in Boogie Nights.
Thank you.
You're the streetwear Boogie Night.
I'll take it. I'll take it all day long. I'm sorry you don't know fashion. You do all these podcasts and shit about like fashion. No.
Do you regret not getting the fake glasses before? Now that you're a 70s style icon.
No, I waited it out. When I was young, I used to run around with glasses on without lenses in them because I thought it was so cool. Because I've been stylish really since 6 or 7. Now it was worth the wait.
Let me ask you a question.
Here's the thing. Here's the honest truth.
What's your eyesight? What's your
I don't know. Not
vision?
good. Not great.
Like, so you actually see better now because of your glasses?
Significantly.
So you were, let me ask, so this is really interesting.
Yes.
You were the wrong shoe size for a better part of a decade.
Yeah, I've lived a rough life. I had
And then
crooked
now
teeth.
all of a sudden you're like, oh, I can see. You should get your hearing checked while you're at it.
How bad?
You should.
How long do you think your eyesight has been kind
Well, I
of
have
unsafe?
this is what I learned. I have astigmatism, which I believe you have your entire life. Your eye is shaped wrong. So they said it got gradually worse, but it's always not been perfect, is what that I think means. I don't
Got
know,
it.
man. I used to have crooked teeth, the wrong size shoes, and I couldn't see shit. And I'm
And
just getting my
I
life
don't even understand
together.
how you
Now
made
you
it
have
to life.
straight teeth,
I don't either.
proper shoes, proper glasses. Welcome to Hollywood.
Thank you, man. I just sort of wandered over here. I didn't even know I was in LA. It's nice here. This is cool.
Well, you
guys
probably
look
haven't
good.
seen LA. This is your first time seeing
You guys
it.
are Indian? So crazy. I thought you were my 2 white buddies from Ohio sitting on my mom's couch. Anywho, what do you hate more than those things?
Oh, yeah. So I was at another place recently, and they handed me a cocktail menu, and they're like, oh, we're a mixologist. I hate mixologists, and I hate mixology. I think that whole thing is a scam, and it's stupid.
How do you feel about sommeliers?
Sommeliers, I like them.
They,
They're
they
helpful.
serve a great purpose.
They help you guide. They guide you to the right
and
purchase.
they can guide you to the wine for the price that you want to pay.
I'm going to
And
be
the
honest.
food you're
I'm not
eating.
going to push back at all on hating mixologists because I don't even understand.
Like, why do I want all that crap in my alcohol?
But what is a mixologist?
They sit and mix like blueberries and apples and fucking syrup and give you a
So
cocktail.
it's a ghetto sommelier?
Yeah. No, a mixologist
No,
is
it's
just
just
a
like-
bartender.
But a mixologist,
Specialty cocktails,
What makes
that's
you
all.
different? What is the qualifications to be a mixologist over a bartender?
This, you know how to shake.
That's a bartender skill.
Nah.
What's the difference?
Do you think, well, sommeliers have to go through years
I
of
know
education.
that. I know that. I'm not hating on those guys.
But do mixologists have to?
No, they watch a YouTube video.
I think they just have to change the name on their business card.
Right.
Because I hate when restaurants are like, oh my God, they have such good cocktails. What is it? There's like 3 cocktails. You have a martini, an old fashioned, margarita. Everything else, go fuck yourself.
I'm not a specialty cocktail guy, so I kind of...
Moscow Mule, I'll let you have too.
All right, man. All right. Stop yelling. I don't understand.
It's annoying. I hate seeing all those ingredients in a drink.
People like that stuff.
But
Because
just
they don't get out of the house. So when people don't get out of the house, that's what they want to do. They want to have this sugared up fucking cocktail and then take a picture of it, their shitty phone on shitty Instagram.
You're right, but you're
You're a little too
angers
fired
me.
up.
you should try meditation.
I'll tell you why. Another reason it angers me. I'm just trying to order tequila, my tequila on the rocks, right?
Yeah.
and then some person orders a 15-minute mojito.
That
But
is
who are you
annoying.
hanging out with?
No, it's not.
No,
I'm
if
not.
you
A
walk up
bar.
to the
Why
bar.
are you so mad?
Because it's annoying. Why do I wait 15 minutes for this guy to muddle mint? Muddle mint?
If you're ordering the specialty cocktail at the bar, that's not okay.
It's
I
obnoxious.
agree. But I
If
just
you're
think
doing
that
it
the
from
anger
the
is going to...
confines of your restaurant dinner table, well,
Listen, guys.
that's fine.
I agree.
I don't even. It's so inefficient to make these cocktails.
but I think they get to charge an extra like $2-3 because they're shaking.
But
I
the stress is bad for you.
I have to have a drink now.
You will go
You need
maybe
a Bon
muddle
and
some
Viv.
mint and throw it in
Get a
there. See,
Bon and Viv.
maybe it helps.
Stupid.
Okay. I want someone to clarify. If you can DM us and let me know what is the difference in qualifications between a bartender and a mixologist. Because I have a feeling we're getting...
Murky.
Yeah.
I feel like we're getting swindled here. Anand, what's the update on your fundraising?
So our initial goal was 25,000. We blew past that.
I want to do this because some people complain that they feel like if they miss, this is something I'm dealing with. People have been telling me that they feel like if they get behind on group chat, they get overwhelmed and they don't jump back in. And my argument has always been every episode of group chat can be listened to
Yeah.
on its own.
Sure.
So for the sake of sticking to that, Anand launched a GoFundMe
Yep.
for his son because he had a brain condition.
It's called infantile spasms, a form of epilepsy.
Okay.
And the
raise money.
GoFundMe is for research towards his condition.
Is this deja vu?
The original
Didn't we already
goal,
go through this?
The original goal was what?
Didn't we already go through this?
The original. These are for our listeners.
You got to do this. This is how you create real content.
I'm okay if people leave.
So the original goal is $25,000. We blew past that, I think, within 48 to 72 hours.
So you raised it.
So we raised it to 39,000,
Yep.
and we hit that today.
Sheesh. That's freaking cool, man.
It's amazing.
So cool, and it's over like 228 unique donations. Sure, there's some
Big
friends
dogs.
that
Yeah.
ponied up, but there's a lot of like $5 to $20 donations that add up.
It's like Bernie
So cool.
Sanders.
Yeah,
It's the Bernie Sanders strategy.
Yeah.
and there's people that I don't know that put $150, $250.
Imagine one day, like, you're.
Better than that on a mixology cocktail.
Yeah,
True.
it's going towards good cause. And
Imagine
you know
one day
that-
when you have to when you get to explain this to Mav. Like,
Yeah.
So listen, we had this thing called a podcast. There was this thing called GoFundMe. We sort of raised.
He's like, why don't you
And
just
now
give me
have
a whip?
plaque at UCLA.
And the other cool part about it is parents that are just friends of friends of friends that found out we were going through this, reached out and started talking about how they're dealing with it, and other parents that are dealing with other conditions with their kids. And it's just cool because I feel like people are ashamed to talk about what's actually going on in their life, even if it's something that's not so great or
course.
happy.
Yeah.
And sharing it, it's kind of cathartic for other people to realize, wait, there's other people going through this. It's not just us. They're not
Okay,
just on
since
islands.
we're defining
Yeah,
things, what does
celebrities
cathartic mean?
Like cleansing.
It's
Okay.
good for your soul.
Like a catheter.
It's what you need. You need some catharty.
When are we
For all this
defining things?
anger.
Because of mixologists? Is that where we're...
No, because Drama said, we have to explain everything, keep
got it.
everything.
That's
By the
not
way, this is a
even the same
podcast.
topic,
This is a
Dee.
podcast
Not
called
even-
Group Chat.
You are
It was
so
started by
stupid.
Drama,
Dee's
myself,
having a
and
bad
I
day.
Anand.
would say, what's wrong with you? Did you have a bad day?
No, I'm just annoyed. We have to
So
explain
this is just a
everything
normal
again?
day? Just a normal day? You're just pissed off?
Yeah,
Before we even started recording, you said, oh, I need a cocktail.
I did. And not a mixologist cocktail. Okay, continue repeating your story on it.
Listen, you crushed it. It's incredible. I think it is scary to put that stuff out there.
Yeah.
But man, it's cool when like people support it like that.
Yeah,
oh,
it
yeah,
was
it's
awesome.
amazing. It's incredible.
We need a plaque.
Yeah,
Or
what do you
bench.
think?
If you're not going to
UCLA
give Mav a plaque,
Bench.
give
Bench.
No, I'm curious. So when we've already told our neurologist, like, hey, this
But are
is
you
what's
giving
going
it
on.
to him or UCLA?
UCLA. He said, I'll connect you to the right people whenever you're ready, whenever your fundraiser is complete.
Just before you hand over the check, say,
'Cause-
how do the plaques work in here?
Think about it, $39,000, you can get a picture with the President of the United States.
Why don't you do that?
No.
Just say, get you, Mav, and Anand, you, Mav, Amanda, with Donald Trump.
Can you just go change? Can you go change
If you tweet-
Can you just go change the
No,
subject
my
line?
point is you can meet the most powerful person in the world for that amount.
Yeah.
What do you think happens when you give it to UCLA? You get a plaque, you
They
get a
say
bench,
thank
what
you.
happens?
So thank you so much. You get put on a mailing list.
I think you'll be disappointed at the result of that. Just be happy you gave the money to research.
Yeah, no, of course. I'm just curious because
you'll get to meet like the president of the hospital. Be like, thank you so much. Your 15 minutes are up now. Get the fuck out of my office.
Yeah, only 40,000. UCLA. They're getting like $1 million donations.
it's just funny.
No, that's great.
That's why the bench would be cool because you could see it.
Of course.
They do benches in the hospital?
USC,
No, right
when
outside.
I was at USC, bench was $25K from what I heard.
Let's get a bench.
I'm sure it's gone up. It's probably 50
Can we
now.
get a group chat and Mav?
Sure.
Thank you.
Get us to 50. We can
I'll do
collab.
a swipe up tomorrow and see what I can do. Okay. It turns out if you, this is crazy. I didn't know this. I think we all care about just about all people, all races, all religions, all everything. At least the three of us do. But we all also, I would say, identify probably as Democrat, right? Mm-hmm. We're in a bit of a pickle here.
Why?
Because it turns out if you vote Democrat, you're anti-Semitic, straight up anti-Jewish.
Wow.
Yeah, that's straight from the mouth of our commander-in-chief.
Well, do we have any disloyal American Jews listening?
There's probably a couple.
Because Donald Trump said, I think any Jewish people that vote for a Democrat, I think it shows either a total lack of knowledge or great disloyalty.
So straight up, Democrat now means anti-Jewish.
Yeah, you're anti-Jewish.
Sheesh. We got a real predicament here. You know, I have a lot of Jewish friends.
Yeah.
I don't want to be anti them.
Well,
Gosh.
you might have to go MAGA now.
Why? Where? Why? What? What's the new strategy here?
I think it has to do with Elon and Omar's trip still. Like, reporters are still kind of going after it. And he's sitting there in the Oval Office. There's no help at that moment, so he's just shooting off from there.
But you know what it is that he tweets out things that are really important to liberal people, but not really important to swing states.
Yeah.
So, I mean, Jewish people generally vote Democratic. Sure, you have.
They said 75% in 2016 voted
He
Democratic.
wasn't getting those anyways.
Yeah.
So he's like, I'm just going to throw a firebomb and have the media just run with it because he knows the people in Ohio, Wisconsin.
I don't think he's
Pennsylvania.
thinking all that, by the way.
No, I think he is. I think he's mastered that. He's mastered how to piss off the liberals that would never vote for him anyways and talk about inflammatory things that the media gets riled up about that the electorate that actually voted for him or is a swing voter doesn't care about. Yeah. And he's perfected it. And he does it time and time again, and the media falls for it. Like, why? I mean, yeah, it's outrageous. Why are we covering it?
So you're
that's been happening
disloyal.
for the last.
You're disloyal.
Yeah. So what you're saying is, you're a Nazi.
You're a Nazi.
No, I vote Democratic.
That means you
Exactly
hate
our
Jews.
point. you just
said it.
You said no. I have a swastika on my arm.
No, but he's perfected it because, and you know, another issue that swing voters don't care about is like the wall and immigration.
Yeah.
They care about their jobs in swing states.
Yeah, but the swing voters think that the immigrants are taking their jobs.
Yeah, so he's harping on that, which they get excited about.
I think he's just so full of like anger and spewing hatred that it's like you bring up Omar and whatever, and he just starts rifling off disses. I can't wait. This is the thing. I really hope he doesn't get reelected. I think it is so toxic. I hate all of it. But I'm really looking forward to like the final 6 months of the next election.
The stuff that's going to come out of his mouth. I think the only way we get kind of I want to say like a tempered, like we already know the insults is Biden. Yeah. But if it's like Elizabeth Warren or like Pete Buttigieg.
Imagine if he's like, so I can't make fun of him for being gay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, do not bring that. Like, but what if I said?
He should make fun of him for that because it'll work because most of his followers aren't.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, listen, we're headed towards some really good content. It's how I feel about this new Dave Chappelle special that's coming out at the end of the week. It's like you just know there's such good content coming, and gosh, this is going to be like a comedy special that lasts a year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's going to be so good.
Okay. Next up, I don't know if you guys saw it or not, but when it comes to Instagram, I didn't see you guys post yet today, but they're changing their terms and conditions.
Oh yeah.
And if there's a photo that if you post in your story, it legally sort of clears you.
So posting on Instagram is illegal.
Yeah, legal binding.
Okay, got it.
Yes. So it's a screenshot. You post it in your story. It says, I do not give Instagram the right. This is a private property.
Wow.
Yeah, so
Powerful.
I saw YG post it, who
Okay.
normally wouldn't be concerned. I don't think
YG
about
is someone that when I think of activism and really understands the nuances of terms and conditions, I think YG.
Well, he got us covered.
Yeah.
A lot of our other favorite celebrities and influencers.
YG is the beacon of terms and
Gosh darn it.
400 law firm.
Oh man, we love YG. Okay, so all of our favorite influencers, celebrities are posting. Do we get in? Like, what do we do?
I think, generally speaking, those people are fucking morons.
The anger.
that a legal
This is the
term?
anger episode.
This is a good. I like when Dee's angry. Actually,
Well, it's so stupid. I mean, anyone who has experienced any legal anything, think posting on Instagram is now like, that prevents Facebook from using your content for blah, 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 blah.
This to me just shows how, like, entitled we are, where we think that, like, here's the thing: if you don't want them using your stuff and they're changing their terms and conditions,
Leave
the platform.
Yes.
That's how you don't do it.
Yeah.
To think that I can be like, no, I'm putting my flag in the ground. This is my personal profile. I worked hard for it, and you cannot touch it. It's like, no, it's on their platform, idiot.
What do you think, like, Instagram lawyers or Facebook lawyers are doing? They're just laughing. They're at happy hour right now.
This is how
I don't think it's
quickly
even-
fake news disseminates. You have the most famous people in the world posting this nonsense.
400.
Oh man, I don't know. I just, man.
And do you know how many people will never read the follow-up? There's going to be so many conversations at the dinner table. Do you see Instagram?
Well, Trevor Noah posted a really funny Instagram post just now, making fun of the whole thing. And if you get a chance, Pete posted on our Instagram because it's hysterical. He just mocked the whole thing about how the spelling and the grammar, even though it's wrong, this is still a binding document.
Gosh,
Yeah,
people
so
are
it's
crazy.
private photos, your DMs, photos that have been deleted. Everything's apparently used against you in court.
But like, no shit.
Yeah.
Is no shit an option here?
Yeah.
No shit. I just don't get, like, they've been locking up rappers that have been posting guns for years now.
Yeah.
You think that you should be able to post guns and drugs on your Instagram story with a location tag, and if the cops show up, you've somehow been done wrong.
It's crazy. What people don't understand is everything that you post on social media will come back to haunt you at some point in your life. Just deal with it.
Yes, but that's how ingrained social media has gotten into our world, is that like, it's a choice. It's a complete choice.
Absolutely.
Social media land. Did you have another, I forget. Did you have another social media topic?
Oh, the Drake thing.
Yes. Tell us what happened with that Drake thing, because I saw him post on his story, but I didn't understand it.
So some random person apparently DM'd Drake saying, I really want you at my wedding. I'm sure you get a lot of these messages. What would it take? And
$2 million in a plane.
yes, that's really what it takes.
He's like, I do it all the time.
Drake responded, if you get 1 million likes and 100,000 follows, I'm in. So Champagne Poppy, I think, posted it, but it went viral either way because it was a real Drake DM.
Yeah.
And it hit its mark. And then the person goes, hey, Drake, sorry it blew up like this. I'm a 16-year-old from San Antonio. Never meant for it to be like this. Huge fan of you. If you want my account, you can have it. Don't know what to do. And Drake posted that. So he got catfished, kind of, right? Is that
What's even
catfishing?
crazier is that this guy probably gets millions of DMs.
Let me tell you one thing I know about Drake.
Yeah. He's up in there.
He's going through his DMs. He's deep in his own DM.
I know, but this is like, I get the girls part of the DM.
Yeah.
Like, okay, verified, hot girl.
The guy's page was Drake wedding. He's clicking that. There's notoriously been screenshots leaked of him like talking shit to like small up and coming rappers that have dissed him, and like, he's petty.
Yeah.
He cares about the little shit.
Yeah.
He will sift through those DMs.
So you can get Drake too, with the fake
Yeah, but he's
fake
up in
everything.
he's up in the DMs.
He's just in the
Amanda
DMs.
liked the picture.
Yeah, it's a good hoax.
No, the original one.
Okay. All right. Well, listen, you got to, I mean, nothing's real. So
I turned off the comments. Damn it.
on the last post?
The Drake wedding guy.
Drake wedding
Oh,
guy.
got it. Okay. All right. Moving on.
I mean, if it was real, it's a good story.
It's a great story. Good for Drake for trying.
Yeah.
I mean, that was a really nice, imagine if that happened, it went viral, Drake showed up at a guy's wedding. It's incredible.
He should just get married.
Drake?
He's 16.
Oh,
this
16
kid.
year old shit. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Listen, you have one chance in life to have Drake perform at your wedding.
Get married.
Choose the person you like the most and marry him.
Yeah.
Guy, girl, doesn't matter.
Yeah. There's teens having kids. Get married.
All day.
You think Drake would still show up?
Yes, 100%.
Now he would,
This
right?
kid
He's-
said, you know what, man? I'm 16. I don't know what happened here, but I'm going to go ahead and marry my best friend. She's super dope. So, like, October 22nd,
Yeah.
he'd be there.
October's very
100%.
own.
Thank you. Okay, next up. Former president, unfortunately, Barack Obama, signed a deal with Netflix a little while back. We heard all about it. We talked all about it. His debut Netflix documentary comes out today,
Yep.
and it is getting ripped to shreds as leftist propaganda and a complete attack on Donald Trump. Now, here's the problem. We record these episodes the day before, so I can't give you my input because I'd like to think I would give you my honest, unbiased thoughts. What's
And?
the topic?
It's called American Factory, and it really focuses on a Chinese billionaire who opens a factory in the husk of an abandoned General Motors plant, hiring 2,000 blue-collar Americans. That is the description of it.
Okay.
Pretty much saying that it's not going to be that easy to bring back the jobs that everyone's speaking in the factory sector. And that's really what the whole thing is saying, that like the economy is truly global. We have to think global. We can't be just worried about some small manufacturing jobs when there's other things happening in the world that could be a big opportunity for America.
And the other thing, I mean, that
Seems
highlights is that this factory was originally closed, got bought by a Chinese firm, and this Chinese firm basically instituted their policies and how the integrating of like American workers want to work 5 days a week. The Chinese plants want 7 days a week of work. What's our guy Jack Ma's policy?
Yeah, put 'em in
work, don't
cages.
sleep, don't do
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah.
And how that really didn't resonate with the way American factory workers work.
Yeah.
They took the managers, flew them to China to show them how their factory in China works, and they were just like kind of appalled. So it's also funny because you can take away, because obviously no one's seen this but critics at this point, and you can take away whatever you want before this Netflix documentary comes out. So Fox News says it's leftist propaganda, anti-Trump.
Yeah.
You go to like Vox.com, they said it's going to be the winner of all the awards this season.
Probably.
It's just amazing how one piece of news just gets dissected so differently by two sides of the country.
I wish we could, after watching Loudest Voice, I wish we could legally make Fox take the word news out of their title.
Why?
It's just
Not
fun.
news.
Their version of the news. It's a Fox News.
That's not news. News describes something.
Have you seen the movie Gung Ho from the 80s
I haven't.
with Michael Keaton?
No.
It's about a American guy that has to move to Japan to run a car factory, and he's used to running. Actually a Japanese company buys an American car factory in America, and he's the plant manager.
Yeah.
And how he has to adapt to all the Japanese ways of building cars.
Yeah.
So it's a very similar story.
You know, one funny thing, and I'm going to go ahead and use this moment to plug myself. Today is the biggest episode ever of Short Story Long.
Wow.
With Dana White.
Wow.
That's a big
Been
episode.
working on this one for a couple years now. We finally got it. But what he does at the UFC is nobody has hours or vacation. It's one of those.
You just come and go.
It's like you come and go. If you have trouble with your kid, getting your kid to school, it's like, I don't know when anyone gets there. I don't know when anyone leaves. I don't know when anyone takes vacation.
That's interesting.
That works because their product was so good.
That's how I feel.
But it also,
Can you
Because I
just
was
beat
like,
the shit out
my
of an
immediate
employee?
response was, and that works? And he's like, I don't know, does it? It was a $7 billion company.
Yeah.
But But he did say he's tough on the moment you don't get your work done, you're fired. There's no leeway there.
That was from day one. He had a company.
There are companies that do that because when you have that, you don't have to pay out vacation when people quit.
I heard that if you do that, part of the problem is you end up stacking so much vacation because you're not tracking it.
Well,
I heard from an HR person that becomes there's a problem associated because now if you're not tracking vacation, because you either track it or you don't, then everyone has 2 years of vacation when you fire them.
I don't know if that's right.
I don't know. It might not be. Because what do? You track it and then you just turn the other cheek?
No, you don't track it. If you have unlimited vacation, you don't get paid out vacation.
Isn't there a legal requirement?
There's a legal requirement on sick days, not vacation.
So I could go full China down there and say everyone has to be here.
Yeah.
No vacation?
No vacation.
But then you have to go
unlimited vacation.
You can either do either.
No, but I could go either way. I could go China way or Silicon Valley way.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So make your company goal-oriented, not just time-oriented. That's the real difference in how you run a company.
So this is what I would do then. If we had such a leisurely policy like that, I'd be like, here are my goals. This is the home I want to have. These are the cars I want to own. These are my goals. You help me achieve my goals. You don't have to show up to work.
Yeah.
How about that?
You're a dictator.
Yeah.
You're an angry dictator that hates mixologists.
And specials.
And specials.
Kim Jong-D over here.
I don't like the extra. Don't be extra.
We get it, man. Just get you a Ferrari.
Yes. Goal-oriented.
You don't want the extra. You just want to live in Bel Air.
Give me a Ferrari and a house with a pool and a tennis court.
Not Bel Air.
Why?
I don't want to live in Bel Air.
Why?
I don't want to live in those hills.
Oh my gosh. That's a new level of stinge.
I don't want to live in Bel Air.
I can't be bothered to drive up the hills.
No, it's so inconvenient to live in the hills.
Holy cow. Okay, we got to keep moving. We got
just going off the rails.
U.S. Steel.
Normally Friday episodes go off the rails.
No, we're starting early this week. U.S. Steel, one of our just biggest shining examples of American business excellence, is laying off hundreds of workers.
Bring back jobs.
Fire everybody. Fire hundreds in Michigan. I mean, this is like what's going on?
What bad timing. It's actually good timing. It's better it doesn't happen next July. It's better to happen now.
But better for who?
No, for the purpose of the election. Michigan's an important...
Better? What do you mean better?
For him.
Yeah, that's not better. That's worse.
Okay, it depends. I love the Jewish people.
Got it. Okay. You're a real asshole. You just slipped. I think you just had a slip. You vote Trump, don't you?
Yeah. Bel Air is not good enough for D.
Yeah, you want to know why? It's too liberal.
Yeah.
Beverly
in those hills, God
are.
knows what's happening up there.
Yeah.
Sex parties.
So obviously what? Business is tight or what? Steel's not a hot commodity?
Well, obviously, it's what we've talked about since the beginning of this podcast, that these jobs are never coming back. They're only going to continue to disappear.
Where's steel go?
I mean, to build shit, bro.
Bro, I know where steel is
Where those
used.
jobs?
Where do the jobs go?
Well, there's also just a softening in demand, right? Like the other issue is
just not trending anymore.
No, but like this is foreshadowing what is going to be a recession at some point. When there's less construction, when there's less building, when there's less development, these companies are the first to see it.
Right now, it's booming.
Yeah, but like they could forecast. They know that like what's being built, what's on the horizon. They see it. It's like they're also protecting their business on top of it. And
so the factory jobs aren't coming back.
No.
Okay.
And it's crazy because U.S. Steel is obviously, I think it's more a function of demand for their product, and then Home Depot, which is usually a really good sign for the consumer. Like if people are focusing on rebuilding and stuff like that, they actually had record profits.
Yeah, so there you go. So screw your steel.
And what's even crazier is, remember when Home Depot was canceled?
Of course. I feel like pretty soon it's going to become a marketing strategy to get canceled.
Yeah, because I think it helps your business.
I mean, like reckless 10-year anniversary. How do we get canceled?
Yeah.
Because like business will be booming.
You should just do full MAGA line. Everyone will cancel you, will explode.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we still have time.
Yeah.
We're going until next week.
And you're from Ohio.
Yeah, it would
Rents,
fit. A business might
on
just
brand.
go up.
Yeah.
There's a chance that canceled or not, we might not be targeting our core demo. This guy got canceled because he was a Trump supporter.
Yeah.
And Q2 earnings are hot. So not only does that mean cancel culture doesn't work, but not a shocker.
Yeah.
But it does. I mean, I would say that has to be more. I don't know, because your average consumer just doesn't forecast, whereas
they're
people
not
building skyscrapers do.
Yeah, the people that are building these massive properties.
Got it.
And the average consumer's like, oh, things are good. Stock market's up. Let's redo that bathroom, honey.
Shit.
We need a new shitter.
A shitter?
Yeah.
You and Macy's both.
Yeah, it's better than 5-4 Club.
Yeah. it really is. More
That's
shitters are
forever going to
sold.
be funny. When Macy's one day goes full bankrupt, that's going to be a funny joke.
Yeah, it's gonna be great.
Okay. Well, listen, choose who you want to pay attention to, right? People adding an extra deck or people building buildings, but there's a little bit of mixed signals out there. Next up, what is going on with this Robert De Niro's ex-assistant worked his way up, became big in his company, and then it looks like sort of stole or swindled $6 million from the company. And so that's cool, right? Like that's its own story. That's great. The part that I think is more group chat worthy is this little tidbit of information that came out when they were looking into this guy, Chase Robinson.
I think it's a girl or woman.
It's a woman named Chase?
Yeah.
Oh.
It says her.
Maybe fluid. Yeah. Okay, so she, I apologize. When they were digging into her info and what she's up to, what did we find?
This is impressive.
This is impressive. You know what? I think she deserves some recognition.
Well, she did steal $6 million.
Okay. It's hard to do.
She apparently, during work hours...
No, she's being sued for $6 million.
For embezzling money. So
And it's hundreds of thousands of dollars on the company and then millions of frequent flyer miles.
Okay, so what's that worth?
She knows how to live.
$1.50 a mile, I think.
Okay, so she watched, in a 4-day span, she watched 55 episodes of Friends.
On Netflix.
So, yeah.
So Friends is 30 minutes.
Netflix needs a
Well,
sponsor.
20 if you don't have commercials.
Okay. That's a lot.
55 freaking episodes.
Yeah. So she's watching 3 episodes an hour.
That's impressive. I think Netflix should help with the legal bills.
And also snuck in on another 4-day period in March, 20 episodes of Arrested Development and 10 episodes of Schitt's Creek.
Well, she's up Schitt's Creek.
Yeah.
I have a question. I wonder, you know how we talk a lot about social media and how it's like messing up everything in our brains and like, you know what I mean, turning everyone crazy. I wonder if there's something to like streaming and this level of access to content binge that you can, in a day where you don't have to wait for it to come on TV, you can find endless banks of it and binge it for the same price.
Well, here's the thing. It's back to culture in general is addicted. Most people are addicted to everything. They're addicted to eating, they're addicted to drinking, they're addicted to smoking, they're addicted to their phones. Why wouldn't you? Oh, I can watch 600 hours of TV in a row?
Of course, but here's my age-old question. Is it same shit, different stream?
Yeah.
Or is it getting worse? Is there more ways to sit at home and be a piece of shit?
Yeah, obviously, because now it's just way more content. And by the way, the other interesting thing is that on Twitter I saw the other day, people were arguing whether Seinfeld or Friends is the better show.
Yeah,
That's
clearly Friends.
There's no fucking way.
I'm going to be honest. I've watched significantly, like 100 to 1 more Friends than I have
I mean, you're a loser.
Listen,
Seinfeld is the greatest television show ever made
I don't agree.
by multiples.
I don't agree.
Pete is one of those addicted junkies.
You wanna know
I
what's
see
better
him
than
every time
Seinfeld?
on the plane. He's like laughing watching The Office all day.
He's an
Are you
office
working
guy.
or are you watching The Office?
He's an
What
office
does that have to do
type
with
of guy.
Seinfeld?
You want to know what's... Cause
It's just annoying.
see? His anger. He just had to get some
Every
anger
time I
out.
look across, we were traveling those last month.
Is
I
he
was like,
laughing out loud?
yes.
I'll tell you what is a
Like-
better show. Better show than...
Shut up.
Better show than Seinfeld, which I'm currently in my like 8th rewatch of the whole season.
Of what?
Entourage.
Wow.
Entourage, now that I rewatched it the other day, like 2
Incredible.
episodes, is so horrendous. It's unwatchable.
It was perfect for its time. It's a tough watch
I
now.
mean, ages so well.
How so?
What are you reading in those books? To how to be dumber?
No, I'm reading how to find better
And I
art.
loved Entourage when it aired at its time.
Better than Seinfeld.
Oh my God. That's ludicrous.
Seinfeld is not that good.
Seinfeld is
I think Friends might be
unbelievable.
better than Seinfeld.
If
I don't
Friends
think
is
you've
not
read
fu-
enough books to get smart enough to understand Seinfeld.
Yeah.
No, I disagree. Different type of smart.
Friends is a
Seinfeld
great-
is like bitter, not
Friends
smart.
is a great show.
Seinfeld is social commentary
Nah,
at its finest.
When you're deep, when you're angry and you hate mixologists and specials, you watch angry Seinfeld.
So you can watch. Have you watched a Jerry Seinfeld special, comedy special?
Yeah.
And you don't think it's funny?
It's okay.
Oh
Wow.
my God.
You want to know who's better? Gerard Carmichael.
Then Jerry Seinfeld?
Last special.
my
Special
God.
for
You
special.
sound like a real millennial.
Special for special.
You sound lost. This is wrong with this country.
You know
This
what's better
country
than
is
Seinfeld?
going down
Lost.
the tube.
No. If you talk to an actual Gen Zer, it'd be way worse.
Well, they've never watched Seinfeld. You've actually watched it.
Okay, listen, we can move on. The point is Seinfeld isn't that great. We need to do a couple polls tomorrow. Pete,
You
get
have
ready.
to be over the age of 33 to qualify
exactly
for the poll.
anything that you have to preface by
I
a
don't
rule.
care what under 33 people think.
No, if there's a rule that it's the best show then it's not the best show.
Because they've never watched it.
They've never.
Doesn't matter.
What do you mean? Of course it matters.
If you put a 22-year-old and said, watch Friends, watch Seinfeld, which is better, that's a fair thing.
Yeah, they have to
But
watch
if you
it.
ask
though.
people under 25, what's the greatest movie of all time? It's probably like a Marvel movie.
No, you don't got to do that. You could go face to face, head on. Which one's better?
Yeah, if you say a Marvel movie versus like some of the most critically acclaimed movies, it's gonna be Marvel. Because they wouldn't watch the other one movie.
No, I disagree. I don't agree. And also, let me say this. Let's just say you have to stick to a certain time frame then. So critically acclaimed versus critically acclaimed.
Yeah.
You can't do new versus
So
old.
you
We'll
have
play
to
that.
go. Okay, so you have to go 90s television.
Fine. Seinfeld's not the best.
What
in
is?
the 90s,
Yeah.
you should go check the numbers.
I'd rather not. Okay. Next up. I'll tell you who's going to blow all of this content away.
Okay.
Including whatever you just said, Avengers or whatever that nerdy stuff is.
Okay.
Apple.
Oh.
They're getting ready to launch their video service. It looks like by November. They're already running ads. One of the ads I saw was for the morning show,
Love it.
which apparently is one of the most expensive television shows ever in history at $150 million an episode.
No, a season.
Season, sorry. Read it wrong.
20 episodes total. 150 million bucks. These people are paying real salaries over at Apple. Aniston and Witherspoon, 1.25 an episode.
What about Steve Carell? He's got to be expensive.
800,000.
He's definitely less.
Maybe, but he's still expensive.
I don't know.
I mean, he did The Office. He's definitely getting a pay cut.
Steve
I'd probably give him a quarter mil.
Carell, you think deserves less than?
Jennifer Aniston and
Reese
Reese
Witherspoon?
Witherspoon? They're not, I don't think they're at the same level.
You haven't really watched The Office, have you?
Steve Carell,
He's an uncultured swine, is what.
a swine is, he's a pig.
Who said that?
No, I'm saying he is.
He's an uncultured. Oh, you are.
He just jumped in.
Pete,
Holy shit!
let me tell you something. I got you a middle seat back to Madison. Get the fuck out of here.
He's from the top rope. Never should have gave him a mic. What's his Indian name?
You can't get Nutraj.
Man, that was not very Nutraj of you, man. That
No.
was all Pete. Okay, listen.
That's white
$150 million.
privilege. That's what that is.
Yeah.
Pete's white privilege.
Yeah, he knows he's safe. What are you really going to do for him? You know how easy it is for him to find a job? Okay, so $150 million a season, and this thing is going to launch. Their whole streaming service is probably, it looks like, going to launch. I heard it was $10 a month. I don't know if that's...
$9.99, yeah.
Okay.
And you get a free trial to start. Use your Apple card. You get some money back when you do it.
I think it's 3% on all
Really?
Apple purchases.
Great.
2% cash back.
So you get
The card actually launched, I think, yesterday.
for everybody now.
Yeah.
Now I got the email for it now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had the early email and I fumbled. I just didn't follow up.
So you get 30 cents back if you become a...
Good deal. I just can't wait to see what they do. I just think it's like this streaming game has gotten so crazy. The content game has gotten so crazy. What does this trillion-dollar company with all this cash do jumping in from zero? I mean, they have all the equipment. They're in everyone's houses. It's easy to find the app. That's all great. So they're set up as good as you could be set up as far as discovery.
Yeah.
But what do you do? What's on this freaking morning show that's worth $150 million
It's just the
a
talent. It's
season?
gotta
Yeah,
be.
the talent.
They're giving.
So what, are they doing group chat for $150 million a season? It's just
That's it.
Reese and Jennifer.
We do it for 150,000 a season.
On Apple, I do it for $150 a season.
Yeah.
You put me on Apple.
But Apple is, for now, they're budgeting $6 billion for content. And they didn't even say over what time period. That's way underspending compared to what Netflix
Maybe it's
is
all
doing.
1 year.
It sounds like it's spread over more than a year.
They gave the bag to Jennifer Aniston.
So Netflix is spending $15 billion in calendar year 2019.
So here.
So and they're charging 30. You're gonna get way less content for $9.99.
But you know what?
Yeah.
I'll tell you where I think the one interesting data point that I think if I was looking at this business is one piece of content will get subscribers. Like I was thinking, I think we talked about this. I remember signing up for Netflix because of House of Cards.
yeah.
Like that's what pushed me over the edge.
Yeah.
There was all these other shows, but nothing looked interesting to me. House of Cards has got me going on that.
Yep.
I want to see the morning show. I saw the trailer. It looks hot.
I'm
I was
in.
like, all right, I'm in. And so I think if you look at the way to win the streaming wars against Netflix is just to make the highest piece of content. And maybe these people churn in and out. They're
But that's
not
what I
lifetime.
Yeah, I think that's really what's going to happen
And so
because the average customer is price sensitive.
Yeah.
So the average customer can't do $10 for Apple, 13 for Netflix, 13 for Disney. They're gonna when the morning show comes out, they're gonna binge that,
And if you
cancel
don't
Netflix, and then after they finish the morning show, wait till the next month and go back to a different.
That's
what I
the
would
same
do.
thing I said months ago about how all of the best shows, other than Stranger Things, and like, the occasional You Love Mrs. Maisel or whatever, but all of the best shows we talk about are still on HBO and Showtime and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Billions and like the real shows that you're like, wow, like
Real
the
networks.
value is still there.
And you have to be subscribers for all
Do you know-
those.
So-
yeah, but I'm
so-
saying these people are putting out Netflix and them are putting out a bunch of horse shit. They're playing a quantity game, and I don't think it's going to work long
So
term.
the only counter to that is I think there is a significant portion of the population that just wants unlimited content, so they're
Yeah,
never
like
bored.
Chase Robinson.
No, but Chase frickin' Robinson is still binge watching Friends and The Biggest Show.
What's about Schitt's Creek? I
But
haven't
who
even heard of
knows what
that.
else she's watching because she probably watched 10 other
It's a funny
Netflix shows
show.
that we've never heard of and binged 100 episodes of something that like
But it's
none
not
of us have heard of.
clickbait
But it's
worthy.
not clickbait.
Well, that's
because
what
it's not
Schitt's
Friends.
Creek is, right? Schitt's Creek is a random kind of.
Is it a
But-
Netflix show though?
But it has
I don't
like
know that- I don't
pop
think it
culture
originated there.
relevance. Like I've seen people posting about it.
Yeah.
Really? I've never even heard of it.
But I'm just saying, like, if you can stack and better curate, like the problem is, here's the problem. You go on Netflix, there's endless content, but a lot of it is horseshit. You go on HBO, there's some really good content, but then as soon as it's over, you have nothing else to watch.
Yeah.
So someone has to meet in the middle, right? Where
Yeah.
there's really good shows and you can stay in there and bounce around and keep watching shit.
So I think that the services that are banking on just putting incredible content but low volume of it
Yeah.
are the ones that are just going to have the massive churn. Like you hit on a Game of Thrones, you're going to get customers for 3 months,
Yeah.
and then they're all
But
going
they
to
just
turn
got to
off.
put the budget behind it. I mean, they obviously have the eye. They have the ability to curate. Whatever it is leading to all. I mean, they're doing really good. I would say Showtime and HBO have really good shows.
Yeah, but it's not
shows.
enough.
That's exactly. So you just
Yeah.
got to put the budget with the same eye.
Yeah.
right?
But they're also collecting cable revenue on top of.
Yeah.
And we all know cable is going to decrease, but it's going to take so long for everyone to get off of cable. They're milking so much money in that process.
I'm just saying Apple needs to come in, have the quality of HBO and the half the quantity of Netflix, and you could crush them,
Yeah.
I think.
I also think why doesn't Apple just charge $5? Who cares?
You just make it a loss leader.
Because
Yeah.
you know that long term, that's their play. They're going to bank on that.
But dropping the price?
No, they're going to bank on things like that, not selling iPhones.
Yeah, sure, but like lure everyone in at $5.
Yeah, do the Amazon raise Prime every year.
What's Netflix?
13,
$12.99,
right? Yeah.
Still cheap. What's cheaper than them besides Prime?
in terms of monthly.
Yeah.
I mean, Disney's coming in at $7.99.
Well, we're all fucked when Disney comes.
Yeah.
So I don't know what you're going to do. Okay. Well, I can't wait.
Okay.
And I think we're getting a new iPhone really soon.
Yeah, I saw
I
that.
think like September 10th or something.
Camera looks good.
Yeah, there's like 7 of them.
Yeah.
You can't put one good camera.
Why?
Have you seen that the back of the
Yeah.
phone has 4 instead of...
I think it's to like, help with your pics.
The fuck, how many cameras do you need?
Looks like you need 7.
It's a joke. So what's going to happen? In 5 years, we're just going to have 13 cameras on the back of our phone?
The whole thing's a camera.
Okay. Oh, more Trump news. I forgot. Good news for everyone who's looking to maybe add that Apple TV subscription onto your current list of bills. Trump is apparently thinking about lowering payroll tax because of the fears of the slowdown of the economy.
He is
So,
doing anything
all
in
the
his power.
Small businesses out there.
The White House denied it. He said everything's on the table.
Executive order.
The White House denied it yesterday. Today he came out and said
Everything's on
on the table. We're considering it.
And so, pretty fascinating.
Yeah.
Last time there was a payroll tax cut was in 2011. I think Obama administration did it during the recession, and I think it was like it went from 6% to 4%
What are we at now?
6.3 for people, and then
Yeah, let's get that down.
but that so companies don't get the decrease, only people do.
Oh, keep it.
Yeah.
Keep it. We got to pay it. You got to pay it. I thought that's the whole thing. I thought the whole thing is everyone gets to play.
Well, not in this particular matter. This is for the consumer.
Well, it's
No,
also
it's for-
unclear
it's for the
because he's just
voter.
like spewing out shit. We have no idea what the real plan
He hasn't really
is.
thought through it.
Nothing. No
But
one's
it's also
ever-
that all he cares about is votes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So his voters don't own the companies.
If you do your math, then you make $4,000 a month, but you get let's say they reduce it from 6 to 4%. That's 2% to you. That's $80.
That's Apple TV and a couple
Yeah.
other nice things.
Yeah, that's all the streaming services you get to keep.
Good deal. Good Fortnite, whatever. Okay. Here's the other thing. It looks like China has taken a note from the United States.
Yeah.
And they have jumped to some shady social media usage to combat these Hong Kong protests. Looks like there's some fake news going on.
Yeah, Twitter and Facebook. Well, Twitter did it first. Is shut down apparently 900 accounts originating from the People's Republic of China. An additional there was an additional network of 200,000 accounts. They're part of a broader spam campaign about the kind of protests in Hong Kong. And for those that don't know, in China, mainland China, Twitter and Facebook are blocked. So they're really using it to convince other people outside of China, or I guess whatever Chinese people that use VPNs to view that content.
It's got to be a lot of VPNs, right?
Yeah, everyone's VPNing. But I think it's pretty interesting. One, finally, Twitter and Facebook act quickly. We didn't find out 2 years later when China has assaulted all of Hong Kong, and then we're like, oh, we just uncovered that they had. These things they find out so quick. They have engineers looking at all these accounts and information.
But don't you think that's actually a bigger problem? How self-serving it is because they're banned in China. They don't care about that.
Yeah, release that.
Yes, release it. Oh yeah, we protected.
Yeah.
In a country where we're banned.
Yeah, they're not doing that in America.
If China would let them live.
If Facebook was allowed in China, zero chance they would say anything. They'd probably help them. Like, hey, there's.
You should really keep an eye on Hong Kong. There's some wild shit going on in there.
I feel like, gosh, man, the power that they have is really mind blowing.
Yeah, no, it's nuts.
The information and power is crazy.
Okay. All right. Well, don't believe anything. Next up, I don't know if anyone is in the market for some hot new jewelry. Anand, maybe break off a piece of that GoFundMe because Tiffany's has decided to launch a men's collection to help grow their business.
I absolutely love this idea.
Really?
Yes, and I'll tell you why.
Didn't expect that. You know what else I hate?
Tiffany's.
Tiffany's. What's with that stupid blue color?
I think, first of all, I think Tiffany is an iconic brand. I think what they've done, specifically for younger people, it's such an aspirational brand. I remember being in high school, college, hearing how women talked about Tiffany's, right? And then, and I wouldn't have thought this 5 years ago. Most recently, the last, 2-3 years, I take Cartier love bracelets as the example, which is like every wealthy woman, any corner of the earth has Cartier love bracelets.
And most of the men.
Okay. And now men.
Yeah.
So many men have Cartier love bracelets. So many of my own friends have Cartier love bracelets, right? Men. Yeah. And I was like, wow. Because it's become a status symbol. Because like, I think the small version, the men's, I think it's like $4,000. And I think the bigger version is like almost $6,000, something like that.
That's just the gold.
Yeah.
I mean, some of your friends are wearing the diamond.
Diamond. Yeah. So it's like I remember seeing in a picture how many iced out Cartier love bracelets LeBron had on.
Yeah.
Like 10.
Yeah.
Right. And then you see wealthy women on TV, they're all wearing love bracelets. So how does the entry level consumer participate in like this whole trend?
Yeah.
Tiffany's has that status. Like no one thinks Tiffany's is a cheap brand. Yeah. But like for $500 they can give you that version of it.
The like bracelet.
Yes.
You know?
I kind of like it.
Yeah, if it's not so serious, go to Tiffany's.
Yeah. Like it's still uncuffed, unlike this one which is screwed on.
There's a latch.
Yeah. But I think there's a clear market that younger people will view that as a status symbol.
Yep.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying, but Tiffany's is just so identifiably female.
So was Cartier.
Cartier was so expensive that rich guys were like, screw it. It's a status thing.
I think.
Give me that dress. I'll wear it.
Think about this. Think about
it's
the
status.
fact that
I'm rich.
It's true. Like we could get there.
Yeah.
Think about the fact that Diamond Supply Co., which is a streetwear company.
That's good. I know where you're going with this.
Their
iconic shoe.
Their iconic color that they use, their base color for their entire brand is Tiffany blue.
Yeah, that's a good.
And there's guys
eat it up.
Yeah.
And they called it Tiffany blue for a long time. I think there was some legal problems, but like there was no hiding that it was Tiffany inspired.
Yeah, it was the Tiffany dunks.
Yeah, I think you'd be surprised on it.
Yeah.
I think guys, in a fluid world, Tiffany's is child's play.
Yeah.
Fair point.
Call me Tiffany.
Hey.
Hi.
It's your boy Tiffany.
Oh no. Okay. Well, listen. I thought Pete was getting a sex change or something. Didn't we figure that out last week?
Pete?
Yeah.
I'd
Wasn't he
love
Patricia when we left?
Oh yeah,
That's
Patricia.
true.
Okay.
Patricia.
Anyway, well, we'll see what happens. I think it seems really promising. The brand is just so strong. To be honest, if you would have told me, hey, they have a $1 billion men's business right now, I'd be like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I
have
believe it.
no idea. Okay, this is some good stuff. I love, like the same way you hate mixologists, I love a good corporate Twitter beef.
Okay.
And we have a hot new one. So apparently Popeyes and Chick-fil-A are going at it over who has the better, I believe, chicken sandwich.
Yeah.
Because I think Popeyes just released a new one. And Chick-fil-A started beefing with them. That now, all of a sudden, Wendy's jumped in.
I feel like they brought a pen to a knife fight.
Wendy's?
Yeah, I mean, who likes Wendy's? Wendy's is disgusting.
Wendy's spicy chicken's pretty good. You know what I mean?
It's pretty good.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Wendy's spicy chicken, I think, is better. It's better than both. It's better than Chick-fil-A spicy chicken.
This is a new Chick-fil-A sandwich that they're debuting.
Sure.
I mean, new Popeye sandwich. So you haven't had it yet.
No, but he's talking about Chick-fil-A.
Well, let me just say, Popeyes as a whole, I like Popeyes. It tastes good. It is complete garbage.
Yeah, it's like cheap and,
Yeah.
cheap chickens.
It's KFC with a different name.
Got it.
You want to talk about like chickens that are getting tortured in small pens and like all the videos you see? Head on over to Popeyes.
What about the Jesus-inspired Chick-fil-A?
They probably treat them well and say prayers to them.
Prayers.
You know?
I'm going to chop your head off.
Sing
Let's
gospel.
read Psalm 13.
Yeah, and so you're going to the other side now, little chickens. You know what I mean? And they just lop their heads off. But still, if I had to pick one, I would go with Chick-fil-A. Long term, as a whole. I only like spicy chicken sandwiches from Wendy's.
Yeah.
Chick-fil-A, I think, wins the battle.
Wendy's
The point
just looks like just a big pile of crickets.
It is. Yeah, it is. I'm not even going to fight you. It is. It's just their spicy chicken is good.
So they have one dish.
Yeah.
That's
I don't
their,
know if a dish is quite the right word.
Okay, one
item.
Foil package.
The Frosties are pretty good.
Are you a dip your fries in Frosty guy? No. Thank God. You were about to just be out of here.
Yeah.
Okay, so Whatever. The point is, who cares? At the end of the day, all the food is garbage. but I feel like if you're one of these corporate companies like a fast food that like you serve millennials and young people, but you're ran by a bunch of old square dudes probably, you got to have a social media guy that is just on point.
Yeah.
Because this battle alone is probably worth like tens of millions of dollars.
I guarantee you, because like I guarantee you, there's tons of young people going out to Wendy's, going to Chick-fil-A, eating both, and saying, you know what? I like this one more than the other one.
And I saw like Complex or somebody, Barstool or somebody posted which one's better, and it was the 3 sandwiches. Like it has caused it to
It's so great.
cross over. Who was it that?
Even Wendy's is like, we even got a bump in sales.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure everyone benefited.
Was it Wendy's that Chance the Rapper tweeted and said, when you bringing back spicy nuggets? And they did? Yes. I don't know if you know that or not, but a few months ago, Chance the Rapper said, blah, 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 bring back spicy nuggets. They said, if this gets X amount of whatever, we will bring them back. It did. They did. So could have been paid from the beginning. I don't know. It should have been. But the point is, that social media relevance, man, like Taco Bell did a really good job at it for years. They have been doing a good job. It should be a $500,000 a year job to be the social media manager for Wendy's.
Yeah, so anecdotally, Omar Cashin, who listens to the pod, found out that there's a Twitter beef going on about this chicken sandwiches. So he went to Popeyes today, and there were 2 Indian guys at front saying, we heard about the tweet, we want the sandwich, and they didn't have the sandwich ready. So talk about a fumble, too.
Not good old Hindus just eating meat there, huh?
They're apparently that
generation.
particular restaurant wouldn't have the sandwiches till the next day.
Gosh, that's a fumble.
That's a joke.
But whatever, they didn't know that was going to happen. It just, man, millions of dollars in some banter.
Yep.
I would give anything to see, just for a second, who the 3 people are behind the beef.
Like who? Of the time it's agencies.
Oh, you think it's an agency, right?
Okay, either way. But what do they look like?
They're like groups of like probably anywhere between.
So is there a board meeting? Like, how do we respond? Chad, how do we respond to this?
Yes, entirely. I knew somebody who was on the McDonald's team in the Chicago agency, and that's literally the same exact thing. They have like 4 to 6 people.
Rappers should have that.
Yeah.
Rappers had a team of people sitting around a board, in a boardroom discussing the next move, what you're going to say.
You know what?
I feel like
the
Drake
next
has
one
that.
say, fuck Playboy Cardi.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's the one.
It's going over well. Lots of likes. We're trending. Okay, well, listen, I know you guys can't. I'm going to go try it for the 3 of us.
Yeah, let me know.
And I'll let
curious.
our audience know with my top level palette. All right, next up. The Matrix. Do you guys watch The Matrix?
No, it's stupid.
Let me ask you this, because you idiots have terrible taste.
Yeah.
Have you watched The Matrix?
I remember watching the first one, and I was like, I wish I could get my $7.50 back, because probably when I saw it, that's how much the movie cost.
But you did not have the same feeling after watching Wonder Woman.
I loved Wonder Woman.
Okay. Just want to clarify where we
Wonder
stand.
Woman is significantly a better movie than The Matrix.
Okay.
Put that on the poll.
Okay. Remember that.
White boy.
Remember that. White boy Pete. Anand?
The original Matrix is incredible.
Look at this. At least there's one smart Murthy.
No, I don't like all the falling back. Okay, we get it. You use cool technology. It's just still a terrible movie.
I think he's going to be on the wrong side of the poll on this one.
Big time.
Nah.
You might win Seinfeld. No, you're not going to win Seinfeld. You're not going to win Seinfeld. Anyway, so good news for Anand, not so much for Dee. The Matrix 4 has been announced. And also, side note, good news for one of our old friends, Michael B. Jordan, because he's all up in it.
He's going to get paid.
Big time paid.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
this
still won't
is-
see it, but congratulations to him.
I'll tell you how it is.
He will
You're not
watch it
gonna
on
see
a
it.
plane.
I can't, when I see The Matrix, I get frustrated on the plane. I have to, why are you putting 3 Matrixes in front of my face?
Can you imagine Dee just pissed on a plane because he can't get his tequila and somebody's ordering a weird fruity drink?
You
and the
can't order
Matrix is
tequila on
playing?
planes because they don't have good brands. You drink wine. Or I drink Jack Daniels.
The wine on planes isn't complete garbage.
Delta, shockingly, has a fantastic wines.
And they do have John and Vinny's.
Yeah, John Vinny's.
I can't imagine you just pounding wine drunk watching Wonder Woman. That's your heaven.
Yeah.
God,
Sign me up.
you're a mess.
That's
don't
what I
even
call
know.
a hot red-eye flight.
You should be sleeping.
Okay, well, congrats to Michael B. Jordan. It's time to
That's
come
a
on Short
big
Story
role.
Long.
It's going to
I
be
might
3
boycott.
movies.
I might boycott until Michael B. Jordan does Short Story Long.
I like that.
He's kind of hard to track down now that he's a movie star.
Okay, movie star.
We're good friends for years, and now all of a sudden, an interview is very difficult.
Real fishy.
Real fishy, Michael. So, you know what? You do the interview, I see the movie. You got my
It's $35.
$35.27. Okay. Congrats, Michael. Congrats to everyone. And congrats to just a great movie franchise continuing on.
Mm-hmm.
Next up, last but not least. This is good because it's one of our favorite subjects here on Group Chat. Scooters.
Yeah.
Ninebot, scooter company over in China, has an answer. So you had some recommendations. One of your recommendations was kickstand. No kickstands, scooters that balance themselves upright.
Yep.
And were somehow impossible to kick down.
Yep.
Also, scooters with fold-out umbrellas.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so going to be a little difficult to get to, but
Yeah.
Ninebot has their first attempt at making these scooters better. Apparently, at the end of their day, these scooters drive themselves to a charging station. Now, I just want to say, the number one problem with scooters, if you ask me, and the number one reason why they might very well get shut down is because they're just a mess. They're just people are flying down the road. They're kicked over in the middle of the street. Can you imagine if you're driving through Hollywood and there's just manless scooters zooming back
by.
and you almost get hit by one and you got to weave Dom out of the way?
It's AI-driven scooters, remotely controlled from the cloud.
You want to talk about please kick me. Now you get a moving target? This is expert level.
I think this one's tough.
No way. I've never had the urge to kick a scooter. It seems mean because they're just standing there. It's too innocent. That thing gets to zoom in. I'm chasing it
Yeah.
down.
That's too risky to have flying scooters just like roaming around the streets.
I don't know how they're going to pull this off
They're
in
not.
a densely populated city.
You remember when we walked out the other day and I was like yelling at the guy on the street, "Hey, your trunk's open?"
Yeah.
So when I looped around, made a U-turn, I said, "Yo, man, your trunk's open." He's like, "Nah, I'm putting scooters in there."
Oh, so he's just like,
Grabbing. And then I asked him, "How many scooters can you fit in here?" Like 15.
not bad.
Charging him.
Yeah, it's fine. Let the
But I
small
will say,
businessman live.
Ninebot wins because Bird and Lime and all these scooter companies and Uber and Lyft are all buying from them. So it doesn't, they don't care
Yeah.
if it solves the problem. But if it's another gimmick to get press to say,
Scooters are working.
yes, and they sell another couple million scooters.
Do the umbrella. The umbrella will get press. People in
Nobody's
rainy
doing the
towns
umbrella.
would be like, "Hey,
The
that's
umbrella will never
fantastic."
happen. It's ridiculous.
Why?
It's just, you want it to just fold out?
Yeah.
Just protect you from the rain?
Dude, there's small umbrellas. I have a small mini one. You just pop it open.
It doesn't rain enough in LA, maybe in other climates.
No, I'm not saying LA, but there's a lot of areas where it rains. Remember when it rained in LA? We didn't see one scooter.
You know what you have to buy to get a free umbrella?
What?
A Rolls Royce. That's the starting level. That's where the umbrellas kick in. Okay, that's all we got. Guys, thank you. Dee, I hope that you
I'll go get a drink right now.
get a drink. Just relax.
get a little
Life's
happier.
good.
I also haven't eaten bread in 3 days, so that's killing me.
Oh, that's probably it.
Oh, are you on something?
I just don't want to eat bread this week.
Just this week.
Yeah.
Maybe have some bread.
I'll
Maybe
do
get
it.
a cocktail and some bread.
Maybe Saturday I'll have bread.
Just have a piece of, can I have a Casamigos on the rock and a piece of toast?
One piece of toast, please.
Hold the butter.
I'm angry. And if you dare say the word mixologist, I will fuck you up. Okay, listen. Thank you guys. Great episode. Thank you to our listeners. Thank you to everyone who donated or even just sent well wishes or reposted to the GoFundMe.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Dee, I didn't listen to it yet, but I saw you did a podcast about the 10-year Young and Reckless and why we're so relevant.
I think I was wanting to talk about why we were so relevant and then really talk about what people should be thinking about if they want to stay relevant.
Yeah. Okay.
And I want to put the audio from our conversation because I thought it was really good.
Yeah, it was really good. You should post that.
Yeah, I want to, if we could figure that out.
And today is $10 t-shirts.
All day.
Yep.
Wow.
So head on over to Young and Reckless, get yourself a $10 t-shirt.
Great.
That's
Support the 10-year legacy.
Yeah.
Of
All
relevance.
t-shirts?
Most.
Okay.
There's a couple really hot ones.
Okay. I like
Okay.
my tie-dye.
$10.
This is not 10.
That's not 10. Okay, guys, thank you so much for listening. Thank you for your support. Have an incredible Wednesday, Thursday, and we'll be right back to cheer you on to the weekend on Friday.
Bye.
See ya.
Sayonara.